Hi, I'm Tess. Welcome to my kitchen. Thank you for stopping by today. I'm making a strawberry and blueberry galette. Let's get started. I've left this chilling overnight. It's nice and firm. I'm going to roll it on parchment paper. That way I don't need to use extra flour. And cover it with another piece of parchment paper. It's stiff. This is going to take some elbow grease and a little bit of time, but there's no rush, right? So you can see I've rolled this out. It's about 1/8 of an inch thick. It's a little thinner on the edges, but that's okay because I'm going to go ahead and trim it a little bit to neaten it up. Let me get that out of the way. And I'll use the scrap for some pastry decorations. Okay, so that's going to be the pastry base for the galette. And then I have my Frangipane ready to go, and then I'm going to layer on top of that the strawberries and the blueberries. It's time to spread the Frangipane. This I had in the refrigerator. I let it chill until this morning when I was ready to work on it, but it can't be too cold or it will be too stiff, and then you will run the risk of tearing up your pastry while you're spreading it. I need to leave some room so that as it bakes in the oven and it spreads, it won't ooze out too badly and break through the pastry case. Here the strawberries have been laid out, trying to do a little bit of a design, not going too crazy, but just have them in a nice little circular pattern. Now I'm going to fill in the open areas with some blueberries. I filled in with blueberries, and now I'm going to take some turbinado sugar. This is a more heavily, if you can see it, it's not as fine of a grind of sugar, but I'm going to sprinkle about 2 to 3 tablespoons in here. Just fold the dough up and pinch it so it will stay. Try to be careful not to pierce the dough. Trust me, I know. It will ooze out all over your baking sheet and not be anything close to beautiful food. There we go. This is going to stay right on top of this parchment paper, and I'm going to slide it onto the baking sheet. All right, we did it. So I balled up all my extra crust and rolled it out flat. And I have these cute little pastry cutters, cookie cutters, and I am just going to make some shapes so that I can decorate the pastry. I have a nice assortment of my little decorations, and I have some egg wash. I need a pastry brush. And what I will do is, well, I'm going to have to do this on the side here. I'm going to brush these and then put them onto the galette crust. All right, look at that. It's almost done. Now, very, very carefully, I want to coat the rest of this in the egg wash. This will help it to not melt in the oven, and also to turn a nice golden brown. Once I finish this, it's going to go in the refrigerator for 15 to 20 minutes. I've learned the hard way that if I put it in the oven right now without chilling it some more first, it is going to melt. And finally, this has all been coated with the egg wash, and I'm going to sprinkle some more of this sugar over the pastry crust. And this is going to go into the refrigerator for 15, 20, possibly even 30 minutes. From there, I will pop it into the oven and bake it for 35 minutes or so, and we'll see how it looks. The galette has been in the refrigerator for 30 minutes, chilling, letting the dough and the butter cool off so it won't melt basically when it gets into the oven. So now it's time to put it in. I have preheated my oven to 400 degrees, and I will bake this for 30 minutes and then check it, and then possibly bake it as much as up to 40 minutes depending on how it's doing. Here it is, fresh out of the oven. Strawberry Blueberry Frangipane Galette, topped with some toasted almonds for a little bit of crunch and a little bit of smokiness. I hope you enjoyed as much as I will. Have a great day, and thank you for stopping by my kitchen.